Quan supernova. Greetings, friends. We are very pleased to have this moment to speak with you again today. Today our writer speaks with Ascended Master Quan, known to many as the Goddess of Mercy, Kindness, and Compassion. Caroline. Greetings, Lady Master. Quan, greetings, dear one. Caroline. I come to you today with a question and a request. The question has to do with how most light bringers, starseed, are feeling great shifts and disruption now, as so many powerful energies hit us at once, and not only from the powerful solar flares happening. The White Knights of the Ashtar Command and other sources have reported that a star exploded and went supernova in the Pinwheel Galaxy. Its light is now reaching us here on Earth, after traveling 87 million light-years. Celia Finn has noted in her blog that supernovas give off waves of light and information that hold all the records or information about that dying star. It is a major information transfer from that star to the records and libraries of the cosmos. She notes that sensitive people may be feeling this huge download of information to such a degree that we just feel overloaded. We may feel overwhelmed and unable to keep up, because on the higher levels there is so much information flooding our record-keeping systems. We may also feel the emotions of the dying star as sadness, feelings of wanting to let go, as well as feelings of joy as the light goes out into the cosmos. Clearly, this supernova is yet another reason why we have been experiencing so many powerful intakes of light over the past few weeks. Celia calls this experience witnessing the death and rebirth process in a member of our celestial family. The process of the phoenix, dying to live eternally in another form, and gifting us with its wisdom and knowledge. So along with powerful solar activity, the intensity of the current energies has only increased with this supernova, plus other portals opening and planetary alignments. The full moon energies of June 3 were so freeing and positive. But now I and so many others just feel to be in turmoil at times. It's stirred up something from deep within us. My question is this speeding along our ascension, and the freeing of our planet from dark forces? And my request is, would you and all other Ascended Masters please assist us in integrating all of this? And help us call on our higher selves for direction, to not go into overload. We would be most grateful, Lady Master. Amidst all these shifts, I've been asking some days, not for the first time in my life, why does life has to be so hard? Quan, we are aware of what you speak of. I and all of your friends in the collective, and all the soul groups I work with now to assist in the ascension process, are all powerfully involved in all you speak of, dear one. You and many others may indeed feel isolated some days, as you seek to balance all of the incoming energies and the messages they hold. Some of these are new forms of information, and some are so ancient as to be timeless. Yet all of these coded messages speak powerfully to the DNA and to the etheric body, as well as to the connection the physical body has to the soul and higher self. Celia Finn is correct in saying that the star has had its own life, and that the final expression of that life, and the dissemination of that history throughout the universal records, will affect all who receive the star's remaining light. You may indeed feel both sadness and joy some days, a lightness that is interrupted by moments of grief or unsureness, as if things were even more tenuous on Earth than you had thought. And yet, they are also more light-filled. A great conundrum that so many are experiencing now. Even the many who are on the ships, gathered round the planet, are feeling the extremes in emotional and metabolic temperature, one might say. And the very great shifts that accompany awakenings that shift not only one planet or group of beings, but the universe at large. Caroline. This to me feels as if it would be overwhelming for most. Quan. It can be quite overwhelming for many, yes. Yet there are moments of reprieve and calm that can restore one far more quickly than you might expect. There are also new inroads to inner understanding, regarding what it is that one came here to experience, to heal, to begin, and to finish. Caroline. There is so much from our past lives that is coming up now. It is just astounding. Because I offer channeling sessions to people, I see so many powerful examples of old contracts and agreements, old oaths and vows, old curses or trauma rising to the surface to be released, once and for all. It is staggering, what humanity is experiencing now. And so, Lady Master, is how do we navigate all of this without feeling entirely bereft of support some days? In the midst of great change, so much is shaken loose, you might say. Like many, I have found nearly everything shifting now. We may feel that how we dress, what we eat, how much sleep we need, how much water we need to drink, what information we take in during the day and how it affects us, all of this is shifting. I think even my breathing is changing. All of this may be positive, but can still rattle us at times. Quan. Yes, of course. It would not be an ascension if it were otherwise. One could say that these shifts you refer to are a powerful form of detoxification from the density and yes, the horrors of the third dimension on this planet. There are other planets that have experimented with the third dimension, but most, barring parallel Earth realities, have not gone so low and so far into density. You would have most assuredly destroyed yourselves by now, if that had been allowed. The chaos has been that severe, and that ruthless. Caroline. We owe a great deal to the angelic realms, and to benevolent friends in the galactic realms. Quan. Yes, although, they contracted with humanity to ensure that things never went too far, on the current timeline. And so they were fulfilling that promise to themselves, to humanity, to Divine Mother. You had asked about striking a balance between these moments of extreme growth and great shake-ups. Of course there is the calm that can rest upon one in moments of contemplating the beauty of nature, meditation, or other quietude. And we would say, all of these activities, and spending time in quiet is most assuredly positive action, and not an inaction, all of them are there to assist you in remaining as balanced and on keel as possible, as you adjust to returning to your true selves. Caroline. Which are intergalactic in nature, and also more etheric than physical. Quan. There is that, yes. And those are of course significant. Yet we refer to awareness in the waking sense. And also to the vibration of the inner consciousness, only part of which you are aware of at any one time. Your deepest, and highest, level of consciousness has been hidden from you for so long. And so your lives have spun on the tiniest levels of empowerment and inner resources that could be brought forward, while you still had life in the body. Caroline. So we have been subsisting on an incredibly small amount of our greater selves. Quan. Yes, but now all that is changing. The subconscious mind is of course alarmed at the changes, as are the body, conscious mind, and emotions. It feels to be too much to bear at times, particularly physically. This is why the upgrading of the physical body is so vital now. This in itself is a great part of the path to ascension. Caroline. What is the rest of that path? Quan. Your own willingness to learn what you must heal, how you must move into a daily life of support for the open heart. And how there are clear boundaries between people, and all beings, that must be respected, much as the members of the Galactic Federation must remember to show respect to Earth beings, and not zoom in to rescue them as things appear difficult. Caroline. That is another issue, Lady Master. So many desire to receive more help from those able to give it, who have stationed themselves on and around the Earth now. Yet we hear of non-intervention as being the universal rule of law, except in very specific, extreme circumstances. Quan Yin, it is indeed. Yet part of the agreement humanity has with itself as well as with the Ashtra Command and all of the Intergalactic Confederation, is that helps are extended as human consciousness rises, in direct proportion to that rising consciousness and life vibration. Caroline. I always hear, call us in. From the White Knight's contacts. Quan Yin, and many have been calling in your star families, and this is fine. We are not remote, nor abandoning you, who are our own. Caroline. We seem to be skating so close to that edge, considering what the old power structure has planned and is trying so hard to implement now. Quan Yin, they will not be successful. All of you know that deep down. You are simply vulnerable to their propaganda, having been trained, and entrained, to believe what you are told by media outlets and those in authority, which is not the correct term for them. Caroline. No, most of them are so lost. Quan Yin, as you know that, then you are well and strong enough to shrug off the influence of their pronouncements regarding what is coming next. What is coming next, and what is already in motion, is the liberation of an entire planet and all her beings. You are here, feeling the energies of that development, and know it to be so. Do not doubt your own intuitive realizations. They come from the divine source itself. Caroline. Thank you, Lady Master. I bow to your grace and wisdom, and all you have shared with us today. Quan Yin, we are more than pleased to assist at any time, dear ones. We are here, and so yes, call upon us. We may not show up in a ship you can physically see, it may be a cloud shaped as a ship, or only a feeling of our presence, or a message in the dream state. Or a message such as this one. Yet we are here, and ready to assist as needed. Caroline. We are so thankful for all that the Ascended Masters do for us. And all the company of heaven. Namaste, dear one. Quan Yin, Namaste, friends. We are with you, always. Copyright Caroline Oceana Ryan 2023.